I am not going to beat around the bush at all with this video. I love Fields of Mistria. It is easily the #1 game I've been playing on my Steam Deck ever since early access launched, and it has become my favorite farming sim, even beating out Stardew Valley and Wildflowers. I don't want to spoil this game for you, but I do want you to know if Fields of Mistria will be a good addition to your Steam library, and I really want an excuse to talk about this game a bit, so here is everything you need to know about Fields of Mistria. Before we get properly into the game, I want to just fire a few facts at you. Fields of Mistria has been early access for 2 years, was in development for 5 before this, and full release is coming on the 5th of August 2026. The early access price was $15 and it's gonna stay $15. At this time, the game and story as envisioned by the developers all those years ago will be complete, but there will be more to add in future updates. For now, release is only on Steam, but after the full release is done, they will start working on other ports. I think it's guaranteed at this point that the Switch will get a port, but you'll just have to wait a bit longer. If you're an existing player, do not worry because all of your saves will carry over. If you use mods, then there could probably be some issues there, but I don't think that the developers can plan for that. I haven't used mods, but there is a really dumb mod that I would just like to will into existence. Bear with me. I want a mod that makes some of the characters more like Schitt's Creek. I just think if like Celine or Adeline was more like Alexis, it would be really funny.
I don't think you can run in those.
Tell that to me at 21 escaping the Yakuza.
Lastly, as far as co-op is concerned, comments correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any plan for that here. It won't go live with the full launch of the game, and I haven't heard about plans for co-op at all. I can see it being really fun, but it's not a deal breaker for me. There is a cat in my room, and he is like full ball right now. I'm gonna take a picture. And he's like so purple in the lights too. This gorgeous little boy. He's not even my cat. He's my housemate's cat. I didn't steal a cat. On to Fields of Mistria, and I wanted to give a bit of an overview on the story as a whole. Spoiler free, but this is kind of the world that you're entering into. Fields of Mistria is this charming farm sim that's infused with magic, and at long last, no elderly relative had to die for you to inherit the farm. The good news does end here though, because the town of Mistria is struggling to recover after an earthquake, and you are a young adventurer who moves to a plot of fertile land, and in exchange you help the town to rebuild. You are given all of the tasks we've come to love and expect from farm sims, including farming, fishing, mining, gathering items to complete a museum, and of course stockpiling hundreds of piles of wood and stone to help to rebuild bridges and buildings, and honestly whatever else the townspeople can think of. They have a notice board and they are not shy about using it. I complain, but it's great. You get to rebuild the town and add to its beauty, and it's definitely something that is keeping me hooked. At completing these activities increases the town's ranking, unlocking useful rewards like crafting recipes, clothing, or the best thing, early game, money. As you go about different tasks, you also gain experience points, and you can cash these in for different rewards. By visiting either of the 2 dragon statues, you can use them to unlock different perks, and it feels like this game really regularly rewards you in ways that just keep getting better. To be honest, I would forget about this fairly regularly and then go to a dragon statue and have so many things to unlock. It felt like a little treat. You're gorgeous. If I'm looking over my shoulder, it's because I'm just like staring at this cat. On to the classic farm sim things, and I am going to throw in a bunch of tips here because I am too lazy to film this for a second video. If you hated the fishing mechanics in Stardew, then you will be genuinely delighted by how simple this one is. You hold down one button to decide how far down you want your line to land, and once you see a little exclamation mark, tap that button once more to reel it in. No pressure system, it's done. Fishing is also a great way to earn some money early in the game, as for example something like a turnip will only get you 15 tesserae after you've taken account like the price of the seed. A regular random fish will get you about 30 tesserae, and you only need one little bit of energy to catch a fish. If you've been foraging, you'll find these wild berries everywhere, and they will give you 1 bit of stamina each. So at the end of a day, when you already have used all your stamina, eat a wild berry, fish, catch the fish, repeat. It's very easy money that I wish I'd known about when I started playing. Onto the farming aspects, and one of the things that I thought was a glitch when I started playing is now something that I just love about the game. Not a glitch, totally on purpose. Your watering can never runs out of water. It doesn't empty. It's so amazing. It's so good. I just love it. To add to that, if you upgrade the watering can, you can water lots of squares at once. Of course, it still uses energy, but it does save a lot of time. Aside from this, of course, there are seasonal crops, and you can have fun working out the best crops for the most money. Typically, your best bet is to buy 9 of whatever the regrowing crop is, plant them in a 3x3, and then use a spell that makes them automatically ready. It means you can get a few extra harvests in per season, so absolutely worth it. Another tool-based thing that I love, and this is I guess because I'm clumsy and I forget which one I've selected and then I'll use the wrong one, you don't use energy if you've selected the wrong tool. If for some reason you find yourself trying to use a scythe to take down a tree, it will not lose any stamina. Just personal thank you to the devs for that one. Onto the animals, which I absolutely adore. They are just so cute. They play together, you can breed different colors, you can give them hats. Just no notes. It's just so good. If the game gets super busy as well, you can take them to the daycare, and while they won't give you any items during that time, they're not gonna give you eggs, milk, whatever, it also doesn't cost anything, and that's really nice. The delight I feel when I see my chickens on a seesaw, oh my god. I don't think there's a word. You're also not restricted at all to just hay or grass to feed your animals. They will eat literally anything, any food, and in return they will give you these shiny beads. Makes total sense if you think about it. Once you give animals food, they give you shiny beads. And you can give these shiny beads to a chicken statue, and that chicken statue gives you random things, random animal related things. It might be a recipe, it might be a fun hat. Definitely worth doing. I love me a fun hat. Different food will give you different amounts of shiny beads, so look that up if you want to do a bit of bead maxing. And yeah, I have just invented bead maxing. Also on your farm, of course, you have a house, and you can upgrade the house and you can fill it with all the things to your heart's desire. This is one of the areas that I know the community feels like we're lacking, decorating things, just more. I think more would be nice. So after this full release, I think everyone is hoping for just more decorating. Totally understandable that the story comes first, and hopefully we will just get more in the future. One thing you have immediately though is a crystal ball that tells you what the weather will be the next day. You can click for more information, but it's pretty easy to tell just from the pixelated image. Movement is super free in Fields of Mistria. You can jump and swim, and this means you can access more areas this way. Plus there are items you can discover under the water, and you'll also be able to unlock other modes of transport, which I don't want to spoil for you. So I'm just going to tell you to look out for a statue, and it's really fun. Mining is an element that is pretty similar to Stardew Valley, but there's also so much story that revolves around the mines, so really fun, but I won't really touch on that. It's super similar to Stardew Valley in the way that every 5 levels you will unlock a lift, so you can come back to that level really easily, and the deeper you get, the more biomes you unlock. One addition I really liked is needing to collect particular things from each biome so that you could advance to the next one. Plus there are various ways to upgrade yourself and your weapon. Even when you have no stamina, you can use your sword, so you can clear grass or fight enemies to your heart's content. Stamina would often catch me off guard, so I'm glad I could still use my sword. More than that is storage. I would often run out of storage because I'm just collecting everything I can, so I would say whenever you can upgrade your storage, do so. Another struggle I had was actually clearing 5 mine levels at a time so that I could travel faster through it. And I realize now, compared to other farm sims, that an in-game day is really quick. Luckily, there is now actually an option to change the length of the game day so we can make it a little bit longer. If you go into the accessibility settings, you can change the game day speed from normal to longer or longest, which means going from about 12 minutes in a day to 14 or 15 minutes in a day. It's a small change, but it was definitely worth it for me. One last thing to mention, and it's definitely a big one, and honestly a really unexpected reason that I have fallen for Fields of Mistria, and that's the characters. The NPCs all have so much character and unique dialogue, and it's been that way even from really early on. It's clear that some characters are close friends and hang out with each other often, and it's great to hear those group conversations at special events or just every Friday night at the tavern. Getting to be a fly on the wall while they play Dungeons and Dragons is the best thing. Fields of Mistria also makes finding characters really easy on a map, which is great because I cannot remember their routines and they all move around a lot. Somewhat related to this, you also have access to shops shops at any time of day. Doesn't matter if the shopkeeper is there. Same thing here with the forge as well. Marsh has his whole like grumpy little routine. He can't be forging all the time. Another thing, when you buy an item of clothing or a hairstyle, you also automatically unlock it in every single color variation. Plus you can change your hair or outfit at any time, and you can have a few outfits set up to change quickly. Lastly on characters is relationships and romance. And again, this hasn't been my main focus. I haven't engaged with it all that much, but now that the game is going to be fully released, I'm getting excited about it. I do have a person in mind, and comment below if you reckon you can guess who it is. It has honestly been really hard to choose, and for whatever reason the game devs hate me because you can't choose Ulrich. It's fine, I have my own in-game lore in my head that whatever Ulrich is into just isn't me. It's fine, we can be friends. I barely think about it. Enough about Ulrich though, there are 12 marriage candidates. 2 of these are special marriage candidates. Once the game is fully released, then that's when marriage and kids become part of the game, and already you can go on dates and you can keep photos from the dates. Until marriage, you can also date multiple people at once, or you can just choose to become good friends with them, and that way you still get to see all their cutscenes. Overall, this is the most fleshed out, beautiful, addictive farming game that I've played in quite some time, and I think absolutely worth the $15 price. I would honestly give it more. Hopefully my ramblings have given you a clear image of what to expect and why I love Fields of Mistria. What do you think? Have you made up your mind? Comment down below and let me know if you are just as excited as I am. My channel is still super small, so it would mean the world if you do the YouTube thing. You could give it a like, you could maybe give it a subscribe. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!